being watched by Rose. 11 and 9, 10 seconds to go. Ward with a pass tipped but handled by Johnson. Johnson is three-point territory but guarded tightly. Johnson cuts left, now fires a three. It is good, and he's fouled. It counts, and he is fouled. Unbelievable shot with 5 and 7/10 seconds remaining.
One of the great moments in Knicks playoff history, and look who we have here. The man who authored that moment, who took that shot, Larry Johnson. How you doing?
I'm good, man.
All right, so give me a number. How many times per day when you're in New York do you have to discuss this with random people?
10.
10?
Easy.
Do you get tired of it?
Never. If I'm in the garden, more than 10, of course. But never get tired of it, of
Now,
course.
is it the same story each time, or do you make it better and better each time?
Same story each time. You can tell the truth. I can't do nothing with a great play like that but tell the truth.
This is 1999 playoffs, the Eastern Conference Finals against the Indiana Pacers, and it was an improbable run already for an 8th-seeded team to get there. But you know what? This play, tell us what you tell people and show us as well why this worked, why it happened.
You know, when I talk about this play, Alan, I love to talk to youngsters, like 10, 12-year-olds, and I tell them if you ever want to get open, set some picks. So the play was definitely for Allen, but if we're playing against Indiana, which is a good team, they always take away the number one option.
All right, now let's take a look here.
No way Allen should have got that shot.
Everybody's guarded.
I mean, this is Jeff Van Gundy. I mean, Jeff put me in at the center. This is Nick's version of small ball. So once Jeff, whoever was going to get it, he was going to make sure that we get spread it and who can hit the threes. Allen Hughes can hit the threes.
All right, now let's watch also Antonio Davis. Is that where the foul happens?
Exactly. And then, you know, I'll get it every now and then to some Indiana Pacers fans that you didn't get fouled. But it was continuation. I didn't put the ball back down once that hand went out.
What happens here?
Well, this is a point guard being a point guard, you know, calling me every name in the book, saying, calm down, bro, you got a free throw to shoot. So.
And you did make the free throw.
Ugliest free throw I've ever made in my life.
They're beautiful when they go in,
Absolutely.
Especially when they give you a lead with, 5 seconds left in the game?
Yeah, against Indiana.
In a game 3, that was a critical and pivotal game 3. Now, here's the view that a lot of us had, which is farther away from the basket. Jess Kersey is the official. He's right here. Larry Bird is right here as well, watching
Why are you
intently.
pointing these cats out?
Well, just letting you
Kersey
know.
And Larry Bird.
Letting you know who's nearby.
Yeah, okay. All right.
You made a great shot in front of one of the great shooters.
Well, we don't need no
Look at the building. Look at the love you're about to get.
Okay. Okay, I love it. MSG.
That's 18,000
MSG.
people giving you a hug right now.
Yes,
LJ.
sir. Yes, sir.
And that's what a moment that is. Now, Antonio Davis, who we talked to on Tuesday on this show, as you know, was a big part of that play. Now, whether or not he believes the foul was real, actually what he said was it's either a foul or a made shot. He didn't think it should be both. But never mind that. Here's what he said about when he became a Knick a couple of years later and had to be reminded about this play.
So I come to the Knicks, and you know, usually in the practice facility, you're walking by, so I would never stop and look at the picture. So I stopped and I started looking, and it was that one photo of Larry hitting that shot on me, right? So I went and I got a couple people, and I was like, listen, let me tell you something, man. If I'm gonna be here, I am not gonna walk by that picture every single day. So I don't care if I'm here a week or 6 weeks or 6 months, that has to come down.
Walk around. Come on, Antonio, walk around. If they took that picture down, I'm talking to somebody. Got to be talking to. Yes,
Was that picture ever taken down?
Walk around, Tone. What are you doing?
I'm getting a
note.
note.
There's plenty ways to get to the gym, bro. You don't take that picture down, man. Walk around.
Well, what I do know is that picture is there still
good,
today,
good,
and that's a picture that will stay forever in our memory. We'll do a little bit more with you coming up, but let's go back to Des. Bill, Cam, Jules. Your thoughts on this amazing play?
All right, guys, thank you very much. So yesterday on the program, last night, we tried to break this down.
Oh, boy.
We did our best to replicate what Alan and Larry just talked about, and suffice it to say, it did not go that well.
I was going to say,
John Wallace, who knows the play but wasn't on the Knicks roster that year, tried to talk us through this, but Alan's talking, and I'm standing there. Fernando Perez is standing there. Cam's not even paying attention. Cam, I don't know what you're doing.
Because I knew the play was doomed. That's why I'm just like, all right, this play is going nowhere. I probably got a 5-second violation because it took too long to set up the plan design.
And Alan's still talking. And at this point, the game remaining on the time clock has expired because Alan's still talking, and we did our best to replicate one of the great shots in Knicks history, but it did not go very well. But what's interesting about that year, when you look over what happened with the Knicks, and Patrick Ewing was hurt, and Alan mentioned the huge shot by Allen Houston against Miami, the 8-seed Knicks. They go to the finals. I actually was in the Garden when Avery Johnson hit that key baseline jumper for the Spurs to wrap up Game 5 and win the championship in that 5th game back in 1999. When you go over Knicks history and all the games that I've watched, that is something, unfortunately, there have been some great moments to watch, but being in the Garden when that happened is something I'm never going to forget.
The world's most famous.
Yeah, definitely. Watching that from my home in Chicago, like I felt good for the Knicks, right? Being a Chicago guy and understanding the rivalry between the Knicks and the Bulls. But to see Larry Johnson knock down that shot and just see the Garden just levitate and just lift it up. I felt the energy in Chicago all the way from New York City. That's how big of a shot and big of a moment that was.
Yeah, it's like when Carmelo had 60 whatever points. I mean, that's something closer to my memory. But I mean, it's just, there's nothing like the Garden when somebody just lights it up like that. But there's so many great memories that I remember. Even recently, Jeremy Lin, when they beat, remember when they beat the Lakers and Kobe was playing back, it was 2012, so that's the most recent thing. But the Garden went crazy that game. But, you know, that's, it's definitely a lot of fun.
Nothing like big time Knick moments at MSG. For more great videos from the MSG 150, check out right there. And remember, our show is on Monday through Thursday, 8 to 10:30 p.m. on MSG Network and MSG Go.